The snow is soon gone again, and spring really came with the singing of meadowlarks and the sweetness of violets and new grass as all the prairie turned a beautiful soft green. Laura put Rose in a closed basket with her tiny sunbonnet on her head and set the basket nearby while she and Manly planted the garden. The old dog Shep was gone. He never had become reconciled to Rose, but always was jealous of her. One day he went away and never came back, and his fate was never known. But a friendly stray St. Bernard, a huge black dog, had come to the house and been adopted in Shep's place. The St. Bernard seemed to think his special job was to watch over Rose, and wherever she was, there he would be curled around her or sitting up close against her. The cook stove was moved into the storeroom, leaving the other room cooler for the hot weather, and in the summer kitchen, Laura worked happily, with Rose and the big black dog playing or sleeping on the floor. There could be no horseback riding safely with a baby, but Laura did not miss it so much because Manly fastened a dry goods box on the front of the road cart, leaving just enough room for Laura's feet at the end where the driver sat. When the work was done after dinner, Laura would hitch Barnum to the road cart and with Rose in her pink sunbonnet sitting in the box would drive away wherever she cared to go, sometimes just to town, but more often to see her ma and the girls. At first, Ma was afraid to have Rose travel that way, but soon she became used to it. Although Barnum was a fast driver, he was as gentle as a kitten, and the cart on his two wheels was light and safe. Rose could not fall out of the box, and Laura was a good driver. She never had a moment's uneasiness with Barnum hitched to the road cart. And Manly didn't care how often she went, just so she came home in time to get supper. With housework, garden work, caring for and driving with Rose, the summer soon passed and it was haying time again. Now Rose sat in the shelter of a windrow of hay and watched while Laura drove Skip on the bull rake. Laura and Manly both liked to stay out in the sunny hayfield, and leaving Rose asleep with a big dog watching over her, Laura sometimes drove Skip and Barnum on the moving machine while Manly raked hay with Fly and Trixie. There were no threshers to cook for this fall, for the renters of the tree claim had the threshing done. The yield of grain was not nearly so much as it should have been. The season had been too dry, and the price of wheat was lower, only 50 cents a bushel. Still, there was money enough to pay all the interest in some of the smaller notes, those for the mowing machine and horse rake and for the sulky plow, and the first payment was made on the harvester. There was still the wagon note and the $500 due on the house and the $800 mortgage on the homestead. Seed must be kept for the next sowing, taxes must be paid, the coal must be bought, and they must live until after the next harvest. There would also be the hay again, and this year there were 2 steers to sell. They were nice, large 2-year-olds, and they would sell for $12 each. $24 would help buy groceries. They hadn't done so badly considering the season. The 25th of August had come again, and this winter and summer were the second year.